And we're back with the second video review when it comes to the Transformers toys that I bought at TF Nation this year. This guy was actually bought on the Monday after the convention when I was actually about to go back home. So I got out of the hotel, I got out of my hotel, and on the Sunday I saw Legacy United Cybertron Starscream here. Like I saw him at the convention for $37.50, 37 pounds and 50 pence, but I didn't buy him. Then the Monday after, when I was going back home, I remembered that there was a toy store in Birmingham called Forbidden Planet, so I decided to give them a call asking if they got this guy, and they did. They got a couple of copies of him today, and yeah, they were actually a little bit cheaper, 35 pounds. Not much cheaper, but hey, it's something. Yeah, it was a little bit stupid that I couldn't pay by card because the machine refused my card, but fortunately there was an ATM close by, so I could, actually get some cash and pay for him. So yeah, it was actually a nice little bonus edition. And what a figure. Vehicle mode is this really cool looking Cybertronian jet, but for whatever reason, oh, hang on, there's a speck of dirt here. We gotta get rid of that. Give me just a moment. Come on. There we go, that's better. So yeah, Cybertronian jet, sort of like the G1 Tetra jet. But I mean, this is one of those figures that does favor the robot mode, though. The vehicle mode is still pretty good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's a bit of a problem. He doesn't have any forward visibility out of the cockpit because of this chunk of the nose that's just sticking up there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the paintwork is pretty good. Quite a bit of red and gray and very dark blue or dark purple. I mean, I guess you could say it's supposed to be black, but whatever. Also, my copy has a bit of a tendency that the jet mode can't be completely straightened out, which is weird, but eh. Oh well. Guess we might as well just do a quick size comparison with Bumblebee, as I'm quickly going to get the robot mode Bumblebee here. Put him on the desk without a camera view. So he's there on standby for the robot mode comparison. Yeah, we're just kind of whizzing through the jet mode with its comically puny wings. I did actually have the original mold, with that maroonish red and silver redeco that made some people think more of Thrust rather than Starscream. Like, the mold itself is still good, but this guy's obviously quite a bit smaller. But hey, what about the transformation? It's, well, obviously it's more involved. So we're going to start by already bringing the arms down here. In fact, they were actually tabbed in now. Albeit not very securely, but whatever. Let's see, then you want to unfurl the legs. Yeah, unfurl the nose cone to form the robot mode legs. Classic Cybertron or Galaxy Force Starscream. Rotate, rotate. Then this is actually pretty cool. You got these doors that will actually close up the back of the legs in a bit. Yeah, you fold in the tips of the nose cone, and you fold out these little heel spurs on the insides. On the original figure, the heels were on the inside of the feet, but now, like, they were literally inside here, but now they're just here on the sides. Oh well. Once you got that all done, use these doors to close up the calves. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, then we can just bring this whole unit down. Does snap into place as we raise the camera. because he's getting a bit tall. And then, of course, we might as well just bring these his forearms forward. Huh, he even got butterfly joints. Split that tail fin here. Bring those halves down. Rotate the forearms around. And let's see, you gotta open them up so you can actually get the hands out, but it's been a few days since I transformed them. Okay, there we go. Open them up like this, flip out the hand, and there we go. Same on the other side. Bada bang, bada boom. And there you have him in his headless robot mode, but of course he does have a head. It's just that the back, yeah, you gotta open up the back here, but it is hella tight. But yeah, then that will give you enough clearance to rotate this stump around, and boom, there is his head. There you go. There we have Starscream in his robot mode. Let me just put him off to the side again. Obvious. Size comparison with Bumblebee. Yeah. He's a tall boy. And again, he's a Voyager class figure, but yeah, he's pretty tall. And wow, he does look fantastic. So let's just get it close here on the head. That is spot on Cybertron Starscream. Yeah, he definitely has the classic Seeker head design, slightly modified with like a raised ledge in the middle. So you know, it has its own. It has its familiar elements like the vents on the sides of the helmet, and even those there on the top. But you know, it has its own unique elements. Mainly the fact, and with this guy, the unique elements are obviously the fact that the helmet isn't black, but rather kind of like a muted dark blue. And his optics, like his eyes, are painted purple. Not because he's infused with dark energon, because this was obviously before that. But yeah. Just the mold detailing is also very well done, very evocative of the Cybertron Starscream design. I guess he kind of goes for a little bit for a fusion of both the original Voyager class figure and his bigger Supreme class figure. I say the latter because, you know, that figure actually had more layered detail here on the red sections on the shoulders. Let's see, articulation. Well, the head is on a ball joint. Can be a little bit scary to move, but it's doable. Shoulders. The arms convert to a full 360. Forwards and backwards, that's all good. Maybe they're a little bit loose, but perhaps a tiny drop of super glue can tighten that. Then we get to the crazy bit with the hinge joints. This is all you get when it comes to the spread normally. You also get a bit of a butterfly joint, but check this out. Those big chunky shoulder pauldrons, they're on a double hinge so they can shift and move out of the way to give him more spread. That's cool. And even then, the pauldrons themselves here are removable. You can plug them in onto his forearms if you want to as well. So then he really has unimpeded motion. But we're just going to put him back on the shoulders where they belong. Come on, get on there, you bitch. There we go. Waist rotation. Oh wait, we're not quite done with the arms, obviously. You've obviously seen it during the transformation. You got a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow. It's got the proper double hinge there. The hands do have wrist swivel, but it's a little bit limited. Oh well. waist swivel because this unit doesn't do anything. But it is cool that he does have a waist swivel. As there's a helicopter flying by. Legs can kick forwards, backwards, and outwards at the hip. That's all well and good. Thigh swivel. Really good single joint knee. And the feet can actually pivot as well. And they got a tilt. Go nuts with the articulation. Just a moment. And we're back. I was just curious to see what kind of helicopter it was. Nothing special. Yeah. The articulation is fantastic. There's also a bit of gimmickry, like simple gimmickry. You can flip out these swords, like his old Cyberkey gimmick, on the Voyager class figure specifically, because he has the two swords. Because some people may be more familiar with his Legends class figure and his Supreme class figure, where on the left arm, I think it was, the sword was actually replaced with a big laser rifle, because in the show, that sword was actually broken off during a big battle he had against the Autobots that he had actually won. Like, this was before he actually grew giant-sized. So, yeah. He's got the swords. That's cool. You also get a tiny purple Cyberkey. It's nowhere near as big as the original, but it's a nice inclusion. It's basically, you know, the standard Cybertronian Cyberkey decked out with a Decepticon symbol. That's actually quite cool. And even though it doesn't do anything, there is actually a tiny lock for it here on the back. And of course, like we saw at the end of the video, or at the end of the last review where I had my sore ass throat, he also has this pretty cool looking translucent purple gun. Just like a decent looking laser rifle. He does look pretty good holding it. Oh yeah, the arms also have butterfly joints to let them tilt inward a little bit. That's kind of cool. And the tip of the barrel actually has a small peg on it for blast effects. But then again, I don't have any blast effects. But yeah, overall, Starscream. Cybertron Starscream from Legacy United. He's great. He gets an easy 8 out of 10. Like, there are a few rough edges here and there, but damn it, he is good. And you want to know? You want to know something? We need to actually do this shot here real quick at the end. Because, you know, we got this guy. But and Hasbro did actually announce that they are already planning redecos of him. But you want to know what is actually a bit of a criminal shame? Obviously, we got a different Voyager class Starscream figure during 2022's Legacy toy line, which we only got a confirmation of a certain redeco for it, like I think a few weeks ago, if not a month ago, but tragically, only in Takara's markets. That's actually kind of criminal, I would argue. Considering the fact that, you know, we got that figure in 2022, so obviously some of you may already know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of stalling for time while I transform this guy here real quick. Like, seriously. Let me put it this way. If we're getting a Skywarp redeco from this guy, Hasbro better start working ASAP on also making a Thundercracker redeco of this guy. 2022's Legacy Armada Starscream. which I said I was actually going to review some time ago, but I never got around to it. But yeah, basically, this is the yin to this guy's yang. Come on. When is it actually going to happen?